This is the biggest vehicle I've ever been in. He was just in a train. Like, is that not a vehicle?
Nope.
This is unbelievable. It's definitely not bigger than a train or an entire plane. Yeah, you're right. Kilo looks defeated. Precisely a reason I didn't want to say that. Well, there's no point standing around discussing the smell in there, We did tell you we wanted to keep things low-key, but Clace insisted that you be transported around the town by my mom. Oh my gosh, that's so cool! That was a pleasant surprise, actually. Mood completely reversed. Let's go. Not far to go, it's right here. Brooke takes a few steps towards the park limousine and knocks on the window a few times. Hey, come on and say hi. The two lucky winners are finally here. It was hidden in plain sight. I never would have guessed that that was our limo, since they said we'd be keeping things on the down low. Well played. Outside the driver's seat in the limo emerges a new face. A pretty face. Oh, it's the bird chick. You two are it? Yeah, I guess. There were only supposed to be two winners after all, remember? Not what I meant. I just expected something different, that's all. What was that supposed to mean? Well, you can call me Jade. Cause she's red, right? It's a pleasure to meet the both of you. After a year of hype around this contest, you just started to expect someone larger in life, that's all. I apologize if I offended you in any way. It's nice to meet you also. No offense was taken, don't worry. In fact, I've been wondering. A lot has been discussed of the image of the people we have in our head, and how sometimes it doesn't match up entirely. Can you tell us a little bit about what Clace is like? I feel like I've built up this image that is really incorrect. You've met him, right? I see him all the time. Clace is a self-entitled, self-absorbed jerk. He only cares about himself and his own game. What? That was a joke. Sorry, I'm still learning this humor thing. One step at a time, I guess. If that was her definition of a joke, she doesn't need steps. She needs giant leaps in the house. Rook tries to teach me in our off time together, but I far from mastered the art of it. Oh, that explains it. Rook taught her. Well, can you answer me truthfully? Clace is, well, he can be shy and silent, but he can also be loud and outgoing. He can be very polite and formal, or he can be lax and crude. He's just like any one of us. He's definitely not who you see on stage and in the spotlight. That's all just a publicity stunt. He's just down to earth and friendly. Unless you get on his bad side, of course. Like you're... I don't think you'll have any trouble getting along with him. Nor do I think he's anything like what you picture. That sounds really cool. Thanks for answering. And about the humor thing, you're doing great. Keep learning.
Oh my god.
Keela can fly. Thanks, Keela. I'll show you two to your seats and we can finally get on the road. Hype level increasing. We are led into a massive limo. In fact, it looks much larger on the inside than it did from the outside. I'm baffled. Jake quickly goes back to the driver's seat, leaving Rook, Keela, and I to sit in the back together.
It's just
wow.
An odd way to describe a limo.
Yeah. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. This is the biggest vehicle I've ever been in. He was just in a train. Like, is that not a vehicle?
Nope.
This is unbelievable. It's definitely not bigger than a train or an entire plane. Though, I dare not correct them. Thankfully, neither does Rook. That was odd. Huh? Oh, sorry guys, I was in my own little world. I apologize. Was he staring at Jade through the separator? He should practice his own moves. That's pretty creepy. Does someone have a crush? I hear Jade speak to us from the bedroom. So, where exactly am I taking you? Regrettably, we're going to a maid cafe. I think you know which one I'd personally recommend, Jade. A maid cafe, Look, it wasn't my idea. Sure. Fasten your seatbelts in. Best maid cafe in Tokyo coming up. Anyways, I guess we better chat and pass the time until we arrive at our destination. What's on your mind? Throughout all the previous conversation, I noticed some shuffling coming from the passenger seat in front of the limo. Was someone there with me? I decided to bring that up. Oh, you noticed, huh? Well, in Mimi, do you want to say hey? Hi. Just as quickly as it appeared, he retreats back behind the shelter of the passenger seat. Who was that? It's Clace's brother, Inuni. Clace's brother? But he looks nothing. It's Clace's brother, Inuni. If we were in an anime, I would have seen an anger vein popping on Rook's head. He says it in a tone that implies he knows that Inuni is not Clace's brother, but we all have to play along. For whose benefit? Oh, I see. Well, that's cool. Very cool indeed. I can't tell if he's sincere. Well, either way, I have some stuff that you'll need to know before I can confidently throw you into the wild. So make sure you're paying attention and take notes if you have to. Me and Keela both lean into listening intently. First of all, many people are going to assume that you speak Japanese, when in reality, you don't. You'll need to say, Nihongo ga wakarimasen. I don't know how to say it. Nihongo ga wakarimasen. This will let them know, albeit in imperfect grammar, that you don't understand Japanese. I'll have to say it like this to avoid confusion. If you told them in perfect Japanese that you don't understand, well, that would just be confusing. If someone flawlessly said to me that they were sorry they didn't speak English, I'd think they were pulling my leg. Keela nods, and I do so in turn. Saying it that way will almost always mark you as a foreigner, which is what you want to advertise. Oh, and the citizens call you a Gaijin? Just know that it's a term of endearment. You might hear it a lot in your adventures around Tokyo. And I won't be there for all of them. This sounds fair and true. It's nice to know Rook can be civil and polite. For once he's helping and not judging or being condescending in the slightest. I start to see him in a different light. Light that makes it really hard to discern his true intentions. Why judge and belittle us earlier and then be so kind and polite? But there's one more thing that is most important of all. It relates to current events in Tokyo. What is it? The Midnight Deaths. Excuse me? Lately, there's been a lot of crime and self-inflicted harm in Tokyo, but these acts always happen at midnight, right on the dot. Are you serious? I'm shivering. Hey, I never lie, especially not when the topic involves murder and suicide. Since these grisly actions happen always at midnight, they were given the term the Midnight Deaths. But as if the timing of events isn't weird enough, it's even more weird when you look at the timing of Incident Zero. What do you mean? These tragedies, they only started happening the night Clace and his tour arrived in Tokyo. Us. What? And as the Japanese are very spiritual and superstitious people, some have started to think that Clace is a curse or ill omen. What? That's not nice. I hope now you can understand that having you here on the down low wasn't just a decision made on the fly. Clace fought Singe for a week just to get you this limo. He's also been restricted from going outside too much at all. Wow. So along with that, I would suggest not telling anyone while you're here. You don't want to be shunned by association. So just make sure to keep your involvement in the contest a secret. stares at me with squinty, hateful eyes. I'm never going to hear the answer.